Button has been
Push.
pressed.
What's up, everybody? We're here today at the What's Yappanin podcast, and we have a special guest today. Everybody say hello to Sarah. Hello, hello.
Hello, I am
Hello,
an
hello.
alcoholic.
You and me, we sometimes make people mad. Oh yeah, we do. Oh yeah, we do. You and me, we sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, we had several people that had mentioned to James and I that they were interested in podcasting, and so I slapped everybody's name on a wheel, and your name got picked. So
Yay.
it's all fair, and nobody can be mad that they're not on this podcast right now. Okay?
Listen, my
Okay.
RNG has always been on my side, and I'm sorry that y'all had
This
to
is
witness it
real. You
firsthand.
wanna know how good her RNG is? Fucking in Final Fantasy, you roll basically dice to roll on the loot, and for some reason, like anytime we would do shit with her, she would always fucking win everything, like every single time. Like
Oh.
minions, gear, like it was mounts, even like it was a struggle to like win anything going against her for some reason. Also, you and Nathan like had good RNG for the fucking cackpot gambling thing that is in the game.
I love doing my scratch offs every day and winning
Yeah,
literally
so
every day.
yeah, so you have to like get 1, 2, and 3 in a row on like a line. And so you have like obviously other numbers that you reveal, and then if you get 1, 2, and 3 in a row, then you win. So they just like would always win, and it would make me mad because they would make fun of me because I wouldn't win ever.
Listen, all I hear is skill diff.
Skill
Okay.
issue!
You can suck my toes. Anyway, James, how you doing today?
Today, good. I had a good day. It was busy.
Okay, so there's a difference between today and other days.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty normal. Sarah, what about you? How you doing today?
Holy shit, let me tell you. I slept in until fucking 1 in the afternoon.
Did you not have classes
No.
today?
Oh no, I did.
Oh,
Mood.
that's so lovely. We love that for
if you set listen everybody, if you set 20 alarms and think, oh yeah, there's no way I could sleep through 20 alarms. Yes, you can. Do not sell yourself short, because I promise you could do it.
Did you... Oh, I was about to say, did you put your CPAP on thinking you took a nap? But no, this was you sleeping in
No.
from sleeping at the night.
Yeah.
You laid into bed last night, you got in, and you grabbed that oxygenator, and you
And I
slapped it onto your
fucking-
face, and it said, "This bitch ain't waking up."
They said, I hope you're ready to fucking hibernate. My app says I slept a total of almost 15 hours.
Oh
Jesus.
my
Um,
god.
I guess I was
Jesus.
tired.
Lol.
You love
College student, not fun.
you love to see it. My personal favorite waking up routine is waking up to your alarm, and then you're full of energy, and then you're like, you know what, I feel like sleeping a little bit more. You sleep some more, and you wake up, and it seems like you went through like hell, like Dante's Inferno, and you wake up.
in a sweat, and you're like, "What year is it?"
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what year is it? Like you literally had like all of, I don't know, all of the knowledge passed on to you in those 30 minutes, and then you wake up tired as fuck.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Toby
well,
thinks he entered the Avatar state.
yeah, it's like you wake up after the 30-minute snooze, and then you're like, I regret this full-heartedly.
Yeah, for real. That was kind of me today. So my day was a bad on the mental day for literally no reason. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I guess, today, and I was like, wow, I'm depressed. This is great. And then I got out of bed and I went and rolled into Nathan's bed, and I fell asleep at some point, and he had called me, and then he comes home for lunchtime, and he's like, "Hello, are you live?" And I'm like, "Oh, oops, I was asleep." Yeah, and then the rest of the day consisted of adulting and everything because he had to get his car registered in Pennsylvania, so we did all that, and that was in and of itself an adventure.
For like a year.
It was, I mean, we left at like 12:45. We went to the auto place because in Pennsylvania you have to get inspections. For context, Sarah and I are from Tennessee, which is a state where you don't have to get your car inspected in order to get your tags every year. So this is something new to me anyway, not to Nathan. But anyway, so we took him to the auto place to get the inspection. They're like, homie, you're from Missouri. And he was like, yeah. And they were like, we can't do this until you have your Pennsylvania tags and license plate. And he was like, for fuck's sake. So then we had to call the insurance because he has to get insurance here in Pennsylvania, which he was already like getting sorted out. He just hadn't paid for it yet. So we were doing that. We get on the phone, he pays for it, and then we go to the insurance place to like sign all the paperwork, and then blah blah bada bing bada boom, we're done. We get his insurance card. Then we have to go to the auto tag place. And we walk in. Luckily, there was nobody there. It was dead. So we got everything done pretty quickly.
What? I didn't even know that was... I'm sorry, did you go into the fucking Twilight Zone at like hour 25? And, like...
I don't know. It was... I mean, it's a random Wednesday. It was probably like 2:30 at this point. So we're already like 2 hours in. 2 or so hours in. And yeah, so then like by 3... we're done with that, and we're calling back the auto place, and we're like, hey, yo, can we, like, come back now? Or, like, is it too late? And they're like, nah, it's too late. Come back tomorrow at 2. Oh. So we gotta do that tomorrow at 2. But then we were, like, starving. Mind you, I hadn't eaten all day long because I was in a coma.
Woman moment.
And we didn't eat before we did all this stuff. So, like, my first meal was at 3 p.m. today.
I didn't know you were playing the Sarah simulator today. I guess.
Yeah. So that was fun. But hey, we had really good food, and it was tasty. And then we came home, and now we're here.
Oh. Well, I guess the question left to ask is, are you feeling a little bit better right now?
Yeah, I think I just needed to leave the house, to be honest with you. We were out doing stuff, and I was so distracted that the brain worms went away. I was like so distracted by adulting. Then we were sitting down at dinner, and I looked at Nathan, and I was like, I think I really just needed to get out of the house. And he was like, yeah, that'll do it. I'm like, listen.
No,
I'm unemployed, okay? I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have nothing to do.
It's so real, because I was unemployed, the 3 months in between my semesters, and, like, my mental was horrible. It's so real. Like, just take a walk. Like, when your parents are like, go outside when you're complaining about your shit. Not saying don't go to therapy if it's that bad, but, like, if you...
but go outside and touch grass.
You're like, man, I've been sleeping 12 to 15 hours, and, I haven't left the house in 2 weeks. You probably should go for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I usually, like, do stuff with my day, but today, like, my brain was like, nah, we ain't doing that today. Yeah. I was, supposed to, like, edit a whole ass video and all that, but that didn't happen. So.
That's okay. Yeah, I also recall when I was unemployed at the beginning of the year, and like, mind you, like I go out and run and exercise, and like even then it wasn't even like enough. Like, I would spend like an hour or so doing that, and then even then sometimes like, I don't know, like just the mental of like being home so much, especially like days on end, especially if you're like somebody who spends a good amount of time online, you just find yourself stuck in this like rut of being like online all the time.
Especially if you play League of Legends, i.e. don't play League of Legends.
That's a different type of depression right then and there.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole today. Yeah, no, but like it's so crazy, like, because I remember growing up and being like, I want to play video games when I grow up, like for a job, and it's like I'm kind of sort of doing that right now. I mean, I'm not making a livable income off of it quite yet, but I mean, that's kind of what I've been doing with my time aside from job hunting. But like, you know, it's I don't know, like you definitely like your brain is like, no, I don't want to be inside 24 hours every single day of my life, please.
Makes
Yeah.
me wish
So-
the YouTubers would post like a here's what I do outside of gaming to keep me from jumping off the ledge, and then like it's got like that default YouTube tutorial music, and it's just like them acting like a human.
Yeah.
Well, so
literally.
like that's kind of like I saw a video about this the other day, and it was like, you know, when it comes to social media, and a lot of the times it's like people post what they want to show the world.
Oh,
And
yeah.
sometimes like they don't post the shitty part about it. And at least for me, a lot of it is like running content related, and so it's like I know how hard it is sometimes, and I know that it sucks most of the time. And so
Yeah.
like he was just breaking it down. He's like, you know, honestly, like, yeah, have like all the time you see me, like I'm enjoying it and I'm enjoying what I do, but grand majority of the time I don't, and what I do low-key kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it do be rough out there. But let's get off of the depression horse and get on the hype train with song of the week. Should we let our guest go first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Our guest brought a very super and special song of the week.
Take it
So
away.
basically what we do for song of the week, we just say what the song is. We don't really like play it or react to it or anything. We just say what it is and why we enjoy it for that week or however long we've been listening to it, and like that's pretty much it, and then just talk about it briefly.
Oh, right. Okay, I guess that was the cue.
I mean,
so
you can also talk about the
basically-
turmoil that you went through picking the song.
Oh
True.
my no. When I tell you this is I hate the who's your favorite band, who's your favorite artist question, because that
Yeah.
actually sends me into a fucking like spiral. It's kind of like
I always follow it up with, so I'll tell you who my favorite is if you give me a genre,
I can't even
because
do
then
the
it narrows it
genre.
down better.
Well, yeah, it does narrow it down better, but like I don't know. As someone that like listens, it's kind of like if you see a meme when it's like when Spotify tries to make your list for you or whatever, and like it's like a coffee pot with like baked beans and like ramen and ice
Ew.
cream. Just a conglomerate of like random shit that should not be together.
Yeah.
That's honestly how
Spotify
mine
most
look.
to listen to.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at my artists and like you shouldn't see like Ash Nico and Living Tombstone next to each other. I don't think that's allowed. But as far as the artist goes, so I finally picked her because I was like, ooh, this is like an artist that's not like she's like big, but she's like only big and like she's the biggest and like oh gosh, I can't remember where it is. It's not the U.S. I think it's like the Netherlands or something.
What's your song and who's the artist?
Oh right, duh. It's Valentine by Studio Killers. It's actually their latest single that they put out after going off the face of the fucking earth for like the last 2 years.
I was about to say Studio Killers sounds familiar.
Yes, you've probably heard like I wanna ruin our friendship. Like you probably heard.
Oh, that song.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah.
She wrote that, and like it's like her and two producers. They are exclusively like a visual, like kind of like the Gorillas. I guess it's
Yeah.
a more known band, but they're kind of like that. They make visual music videos that are like animated, and it's super cool. It's very different. I started listening to them when I was in like high school, and definitely, definitely, uh,
It's a
was
vibe.
something
It's
that
a
was
vibe.
replayed. But if you like, different like poppy EDM music, kind of, it's super good.
I
Uh,
listened to it. It kind of goes hard. It goes
it's
hard.
really good. It's a nice little like. It's totally different from like my. We were talking about it earlier, like the butt rock, like the new metal. It's very different from what I've been listening to, but
Yeah,
yeah.
James had to explain to me what butt rock and divorced dad
So
metal was in one of our episodes.
So
He
good.
enlightened me.
It is so good. It is such like I don't. It's a genre, but it's like so good, man. Like
Yeah, it's like 102.9 The Rock. Like you know
Yeah.
exactly what's gonna play.
it's so good. It's so good.
Oh,
All right, James,
Holy
what's your
shit.
song of the week?
I was gonna.
Your indecisive song of the week.
Yeah, well, hold on. I gotta piggyback off of something. So, like, I personally like it whenever, like, my music taste is also in, like, that conglomerate of, like, a bunch of shit put together.
I think that's how it is for all of us.
Yeah, and it's like I like a array of things. Like, I like things from metal, jazz, and stuff like that. And so it's like, you know, you get those times where it's like you go from something super hard to like something super chill, and you kind of laugh about it, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I
he's definitely
told
got
you.
the Persona soundtrack on his
Oh,
Spotify right
oh,
now.
trust me. on repeat, Heartbreak from Persona 4 is on my on repeat.
Baby, baby, baby.
It is so good.
Oh my gosh.
But
I just started playing Persona 3, so I'm getting on the hype train for the Persona music.
Hell yeah.
yeah. Did I? Yeah, I posted something in your server. I posted a NL meme that was talking about the. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you did react to it. Yeah.
Death Note.
That was a fever dream because it was like all serious in the beginning and he was like genuinely talking about Persona music, and then all of a sudden the edit came in and I was like, oh, this is a meme. This is a meme.
This is a meme. Yep.
I'm fucking.
Yo, how good is the music in Persona? It's insanely good. It's like the RJ-D2 beats in the background, and then like a man with a voice like a muted saxophone pops out and like reads his grocery list to you, and like instead of it being pure ass, you're like, this is the greatest music that's ever been written.
Persona.
It's full moon again.
Crazy how time flies. One might wonder if past path was in a right direction, but I do believe things come to life by accident when it remains on. Sounds like
That's funny. Yeah, it was actually hilarious.
Yeah. I'll put it up.
I don't know if Sarah watched it, but Sarah, you should watch it. It's in
was
my streaming server in memes.
Oh, in memes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the bald dude.
Yo, how good in the music in
Yo, was
Persona?
that Anthony Fantano, bro?
It's
No,
Northern Lion.
it's Northern Lion.
I've been on such a Northern Lion kick recently. I can't like. Yeah. Anywho, sidetracked. I was very back and forth with my song choice. Linkin Park, new lead singer, right? That came out. Big surprise. Listen to the new single that they put out. Banger song. Very
So it's-
banger song.
It was a banger.
I've been
Or
scared
it is
to
a
listen
banger.
to it.
It's good. It is really good.
She's good at being like very similar to how he sounded to how, what was his name?
I don't know.
The
Chester Bennington?
yeah, Chester. Isn't he the one that died? Right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
I am not going to get
canceled.
canceled today.
Unalive.
Yeah.
He committed
Very
Alt
regrettable life
F4.
decision. Yeah.
He committed Alt F4. Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, I couldn't pick that one because I have to go with King for a Day by Pierce the Veil. It just hits, man. Like both, okay, genuinely both songs hit, but like King for a Day just hits the soul right now. like hella hard, and it's like this is my mood, and it hits the internal frustration that I have.
You also had it coupled with a meme when you
This is
posted
very
it
true.
originally.
I could not get over
you
this
posted it
meme.
originally, and then you changed your mind to Linkin Park, and then you changed your mind back to Pierce the Veil.
Yes. So originally, I kept thinking of this meme because of this song, and it just kept replaying in my head. And then I like went to go find it. Finally found it, and it's just like you guys could watch it. But it's like,
Yeah, it's funny. Oh my god, is that Vic from Pierce
is
the
that
Veil?
Vic from Pierce the Veil?
Oh my god, it's Vic from Pierce the Veil. Oh my god, Vic, is that you?
You told me think about it, well I did. Well I don't wanna feel a thing anymore.
Oh my god, can I have your autograph?
I'm not him though.
Oh.
Peace.
Oh.
Don't you think
But it, well, I did.
Don't wanna feel a thing anymore.
I'm oversleeping like a dog on the floor.
Honestly, James,
Holy sh-
grow your hair out and become Vic from Pierce the Veil.
Yeah.
Do it.
You could do it. Come on. You can do it.
Yeah. Well, no, so here's the thing. Like, my hair currently is, like, perfect hair for Columbo. Like, I have Columbo hair right now.
You do have Columbo hair, yeah.
Like, I've got Columbo hair right now, so, like, all I gotta do is, like, I'm gonna go to the nearest Goodwill before Halloween, get a suit, get a shitty trench coat, go buy cigars, and we're chilling.
That's your Halloween costume for this year?
Yeah, and then, like, I'm just gonna start posting up, like, random places and just start smoking inside.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do it, dude. I'm like,
my lord.
It'd be like, yo, you got a light? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, you can't smoke in here. I'm like, it's okay. I'm Detective Columbo.
It's okay. Do not worry, I am Columbo.
Hey, Tony. Can I grab a light?
Hey, Tony. You have no fucking
Well-
idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, so your song is Pierce the Veil, King for a Day, which is honestly a classic. I know all of us fucking in high school were cringe in our emo phase that lasted forever and just listened to that song a lot. That's like the only Pierce the Veil song I know, and that's like
Dude,
cringe of me to say.
I didn't
but-
even know it until like actually last few years. I'm not gonna say like this year, but like last couple of years, because like I was the one that was like, "You're not a real emo," because I listened to like dad heavy metal, like Megadeth or like Avenged Sevenfold
Yeah.
and stuff, and they were like, "You don't listen to Sleeping with Sirens. You don't understand my scars. You don't like MCR. You fucking poser." I don't know.
Oh
Like,
well. I think that like emo and metal are just separate. Like at this
Yeah.
point, like they have similar background sounds and production and everything, but it's just not. They're not the same.
No, it's like
They are
one's
not the
like
same,
angst
they're
and
different.
one's like anger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
like emo literally means emotional, and
Yeah.
metal means you're fucking
Anger.
banging metal over things. I don't know, but
My
Yeah.
dad doesn't love me. Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, I like actually didn't like I knew about this music, like this type of music when I was in high school, and I just like didn't really listen to it. And it wasn't until like my like when I was like 20 or 21 when I actually started listening to this type of music, and then was like, okay, this is kind of like heat.
So when
Kinda
adulthood
fire.
started and
Yeah.
you had to pay bills and have a
Yeah.
job that you hate.
Yep. And
Yeah.
be adults in life. Yep.
Well, okay, so another thing to add is like I was working at a Qdoba at the time, and I was a cook, and so I'd come in before
Sorry.
open, and like we had a speaker. And so like I'm blasting music at like 6, 7 in the morning for like 3 hours just doing my business,
Right.
and just like this shit would hit. Like the first hour of my day I would put on like a slower playlist, and then when shit gets serious,
You didn't fucking raw dog the day and start off with
Hell no. No. Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
Fucking 6 a.m.?
I thought you were gonna say like, no. I needed to ease into it. I needed to ease into it because my ass
And I
was
scared
still
my
waking
cat.
up.
I'm
You
sorry,
scared Reggie?
dude. I shit you not, y'all. I need you to put this mental picture in your head. It's 6 in the morning. It's dark. You have a cat that's sitting outside of your bathroom while you're crying and doing your eyeliner because you don't want to go to this 8 a.m. class. And I start playing Ronald by Falling in Reverse. And it's not one of those metal songs where it's like kind of has a build up. No, it's straight up. It's just and like fucking. I shit you not. I cue up the song. My cat jumps 6 feet in the air onto the fucking door frame.
Poor Reggie. We're gonna have
Stares
to
at
throw up
me.
a picture of him, so you'll have to post a picture in the server. But
Oh my god! I'll make
yeah,
sure to take a dumb one. I'll catch
we
him
love
off guard.
Reginald.
We love him. But he's not-
Reginald is my first cat child ever.
Yes, he's a
And
spoiled.
by
He
child,
still
I
has your
mean
toys.
my nephew. He's my
Yes.
cat nephew.
She even
He was
bought.
the first cat I was ever able to spoil in my life, and I love him.
He still
Yeah.
has your Christmas house.
I forget that you
Yeah.
guys knew each other like IRL.
Yes,
It's been,
Sarah
like,
and I
8,
went to the
9
same high
years?
school.
I think it's
What?
been like 8 or 9 years
Uh,
since
oh
20.
god, it's been longer than that, I would say. Well, no, that actually sounds right.
Because
That
we
sounds
didn't
about right.
start actually
Like-
talking till like junior. Let's see, I took.
Yeah, we didn't start talking until college, and I went to college in 2017, so that was 2018 is whenever you came.
Well, yeah, but we had
Fall of
Trig together. We had Trig and pre-cal together.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
no, that
what the
pre-college is
fuck?
when we were friends. Yeah, so yeah, 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys can do the math, but
That's
yeah, we went to high school together, and we grew up in the same rinky-dink, bum-ass, fuck-ass, in the woods,
Okay.
fucking hillbilly
We got
town in
yelled at.
Tennessee.
I have a fond memory of us getting yelled at for making tornado sirens. There was like, we were at this band competition, and like some band was doing like I don't know if it was like World War II, or it was something that involved an old war siren.
Wasn't it
And, like-
Twister? Wasn't it just
Oh, wait,
Twister?
I think it was Twister. Wait, you might be right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like we just started going. "Rrrr."
Yeah, because the band had like a sound that was like a tornado siren, and then we started mimicking it, and we ended up getting in trouble.
Our band director was like, "Why did I think it was okay for y'all to sit next to each other?"
Sarah and I invented brain rot. Let's
Yes.
be real here.
okay.
Like y'all with your skibbities, like y'all don't even know.
But like,
Y'all don't even know tornado sirens at a band competition. Step the fuck down, bro.
That's the both, bro.
it genuinely is just like the people that you end up getting paired with, and it's like this is definitely not like the good pairing that leads
Yes.
to productivity, but like just those moments are the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really.
Like, we had been in band together for a while, but, like, whenever we got put into a class together is whenever we started, like, becoming closer. Because
It was a
we were
trauma
sitting next
bond.
to each other in class, because me and her were the only people that we knew. I mean, like,
Love
you
that.
know of the people, obviously, because you see them every day in your high school. If you
Yeah.
have a high school that has,
Yeah,
like,
you're comfortable.
200 to 300 people
yeah.
Yeah.
in it. Like, our school was super tiny. But, I mean, like, it's like, you know those people, but it's like, I don't want to sit next to them. I don't know them. Know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Sarah and I knew each other because we were in band. So,
Yes.
Like there was some sort of mutual and like comfortability between each other. So
yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's like,
then
I know you blow it
we
to,
caused chaos in trigonometry, and then we got close.
She loved us though. I know she loved us. Deep
We were
down.
fucking dank memeing on her ass, or on our teacher's ass the whole time.
Oh my god.
Not actually learning.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how we passed that class.
I got like a C or a B in there. I don't know how.
Same.
I have like very opposite experience. Like we had great time, but our teacher hated us.
Uh-oh.
Like
Isn't that just normally how it goes for boys in high school? Like boys
No,
that dick around too
we
much,
were-
the
yeah.
teachers don't like them very much.
but yeah, kind of, but like we were like genuinely thinking back to it, like we were pieces of shit.
I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, isn't that just normal for
Like,
high school teenager boys who cause chaos? They're normally
Like,
just pieces
it
of
was-
shit.
it was
Hormones.
well, it was even like beginning from like middle school, like high school. I kind of didn't really do much because I didn't have like going into high school. I didn't know anybody because I'd been with the same group for like 8-9 years, and then we all split off to different high schools, and I was the only one who went to like one of the other high schools. And so, like, I went into high school, like, fresh faces, no familiarity.
It's crazy. That's such a normal thing, like,
Dude,
for
Jared
most
did that.
people.
Yeah.
But, like, that's foreign to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sarah.
like, I hear about that. I'm like,
there was
what?
2 high schools in our county. One was
Yeah.
on the east side of the county, and one was on the west side of the county, and it honestly just depended on where you lived.
Yeah.
If you lived on the east side of the county, that's where you went to all of those schools. East Elementary, East Intermediate, East, like, middle school. Like,
Yeah.
you went to the east schools, and then Sarah and I lived on the west side, so we went to the middle, like, or not the middle, to the other,
It was
to the
just
main.
the town name. It was, or the county name. We
Yeah.
didn't have East. Like, East had that in the county name, and then
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the schools.
So, but, like, we knew where we were going. Like,
Yeah.
there was only one place for us to go because of where we lived. So, like,
right.
like going through like your whole like elementary, intermediate to middle school with like the same people, and then like splitting off for high school because there's too many people in the
That's so
areas, like
weird.
fucking crazy. But that's like
Yeah.
normal for most places.
Yeah, I mean, in bigger cities, it's pretty normal. And then, I mean, generally, like, my situation was mainly because there's 4 high schools in total that's in my hometown. But, like, if we're
Jesus.
just considering, like, the hometown part, it does fall into 2 schools. The other 2, like, the 2 additional schools are technically on the neighboring cities but they're still like they're literally just like 10 minutes away from hometown, so it's like
That's crazy.
like
Yeah, we had to drive an hour to get to a Walmart, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude, when
we were
I
in the fucking boonies.
bro, going from our little homestown to like one of the like most crime-ridden, like busy towns in Ohio. No, I'm
Yeah,
serious, bro.
I
And
remember
it's
that.
like, and like when I was looking up on my phone where the Walmarts are, it's like, oh, you got a Walmart 10 minutes to the east, 15 minutes to the north, and then like 10 minutes south. And I was like, but the only
Huh?
difference was which Walmart had security that was working and in a safe neighborhood.
Yeah.
Wait.
Rather than
so like what was the population of like your hometowns?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to Google it. It's probably
like-
more nowadays than it was back then. I wonder if we
Under
can look it up.
10,000, I can tell you that.
Population-
Really?
yeah.
because my hometown, like, I think it's very
Well, what should we say? Like circa 2017.
Yeah.
like I'm thinking like
In 2017, the population of our town, or our county actually, was 24,871.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
thinking
That's
of
the county.
Yeah.
the county.
Let me
Yeah,
do the
because
city.
like for my home city, it was like the population was around 60,000.
Oh my god.
For your city, not even the county.
Yeah, for like the city and the
Yeah,
county.
so
The county in general was like, I think it was like 100,000 because the neighboring
my God.
cities were like lower density.
Yeah.
And then like I moved from there to out east, and I live in like a pretty big city now.
So the population of the town, I won't even call it a city because it wasn't even close. The population of the town we grew up in was 3,575 in 2017.
What?
yeah.
What the
see.
fuck? Okay.
Let's see what it is. My graduating class had like 101 people in it.
Wow, that's less than mine. Mine had 149, I think.
Yeah.
I think we had like
Your class was
300 or
huge.
400.
Yeah. Well, that was
So
because
the
we had most of
population
our class
as
like,
of
at stage.
2022 in our city is less now. It's actually 3,533.
Because everyone's realizing how horrible it is and they're fucking leaving.
Yeah.
Well, it genuinely, it's like you don't like. Okay, hold up. Before we continue, can we get Savi's song of the
Oh
week?
my gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I
No,
thought I
you're-
said it already.
No, you're good.
My song of the week is the newest song from Ironmouse. She is a popular streamer, part of the group V Shoujo on Twitch. And she makes music, and she just released a single, like
didn't know
literally a
that.
day or two ago, and it's like fully animated and everything, and it's a banger. Let's be honest. It's like it's
And
spooky
I know
vibes,
banger.
it's Halloween vibes, and it really just set me into fall. Like,
Ooh.
yeah, you should listen to it, Sarah. You'll
What
like
genre
it a lot.
is it? Is it
But
like
it's like poppy, like EDM-y, like it's like vibes. It's vibes.
oh, okay. Cool.
But it's like spooky. She's got like a lot of spooky going on, but like the animation is so sad. Like
Oh no.
she
It's actually
has
fucking depressing.
so on her streams she has a mascot. His name is Booby. He's the demon lord. Booby, Bubi. But yes, Booby. He's like the demon lord. He's like the king of all demons in hell or whatever. Ironmouse is also like she's a demon from hell.
Word.
And he's actually his character is voiced and played by one of Mouse's friends that she really got to know. He lives in Japan. His name is Sea Dog VA. I don't know
I
if
know
any
who
of
that
you guys
is.
know the Trash Taste podcast, but he's like one of the hosts there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Booby is Connor.
Connor.
But they don't like ever say that. They like try to keep it a meme for like funsies for the meme to like
Right.
not know who it is, but it's Connor. And he actually just recently like got a model too, and like I don't know if he like quote unquote debuted, but he has a fully fledged model. You should look it up. But yeah, so like it's animated and it starts out with like her and Booby and they're like in a battlefield and Mouse is like injured, like mega injured, and like the rioting people are like still coming after them, and Booby is like go, like you gotta go, like I'll take care of them, blah blah. And she's like, well, like how am I gonna find you, blah blah blah, like no, don't go, whatever, blah blah. And he was like, he literally sticks his hand into his chest and pulls out like a crystal like
Whoa.
heart thing or whatever. It's not like in the shape of a heart, but that's what I interpreted.
That's like some
gave it to
Devil May
her
Cry shit.
of like his essence and gave it to her, and then she like started crying and hugged him, and then he like did magic and pushed her away, and she was like
Damn.
crying saying no no no, and that's like the beginning of the animation.
Whoa.
And so then like Booby turns around and goes to fight people, and then like the rest of the song is her like just going through life without him, and
Hey.
like she's in like a forest with like witches and shit. You need to watch it. It's cool.
Dang.
It's awesome. The song is a banger. I just recently like started listening to her music. She has other music, and I would highly recommend. It's really good. It's vibes.
Hell
But-
yeah.
Yeah, that's my song of the week. It's called "Time to Feast"
Nice.
Ooh.
by Ironmouse. Anyway, so let's continue what we were talking about. We were talking about living in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Real.
Yeah, no, our city population was super small,
Huh.
like
Yeah,
teeny
it
tiny.
was weird. It was like
And like living in a city now, like I live in a city, not like a big monopolized city like Philadelphia or anything like that, but I do live in a larger city in Pennsylvania now, and it's so nice.
Yeah.
I will never not live in a city anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
I don't like I don't know, maybe that's like first world problems, but like like the beauty of living in the middle of nowhere is like it helps with my social anxiety. Like there's less people. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's tranquil, whatever. But I can just go to then visit my parents, and I get that moment of tranquil that I need.
Yeah.
Right. So I enjoy living in the city.
Yeah, ever since I moved to the bigger city, and like, man, I think. Hold up, here you could talk really quick, Sarah. I gotta figure something out.
Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
fine. Yeah, definitely will not ever go there again. I'm so glad my parents are moving because I never want to go there again.
Are they actually officially moving?
It's gonna happen. They're literally just looking for another house. It just can't be that one. But
Oh,
no,
I see.
it's no, I got that backwards. The reason why the bank didn't accept their thing was because they hadn't got the inspection done on their house yet. So they just have to do that, and I think all that they had to get done was they had to fix like this thing in the floor.
Yeah.
And then get the house quoted.
Inspections will get you.
Yeah.
They'll find anything that they need you to quote unquote fix.
For real.
Especially when the house is like over. I think it's like
that house is
100
rickety.
years old. Yeah, it's definitely
She's
over
an old
100 years
bitch.
old. She an old bitty girl.
Yeah.
She got some
yeah.
wrinkles on it.
She got wrinkles. She got childhood trauma stuffed in that bitch. She got a lot of
the
shit.
whole nine.
It's not as bad as like there's like a pharmacy there now, which is just I think is just hilarious. But where I call my childhood home is it's like whenever you see those memes about like poor kids and they're like, you weren't poor if you didn't have walls like this, and it was like the old like wooden paneling walls or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll send a picture, but it's literally just like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I have wonderful memories in that house.
The best memories.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, kind of quickly going off of that, like, genuinely, like, I find it so odd when people like try to, like, dick measure their like situation, and it's like,
oh yeah,
like, dog, like, we both grow up, like, whomever it is, like, it is not a competition to see who lived in shittier conditions. Like,
my dad had cancer. It's like, well, my dad fucking jumped off a cliff. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's
they both sound equally bad to me.
Yeah, like, hello?
I'm like, okay, dude, like, this isn't like some Dark Souls game. Like, don't gatekeep life. Like, hello.
I am the odd one out here because, well, I mean, I won't say I'm the odd one out because my childhood, like, from birth to, like, oh god, what was it, like 7? No, it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
My mom was a single mom raising 2 children, and one was like in her teens, 20s, and then I was little, and my mom was also in nursing school during all of that, and she was fucking busting her ass. And then, you know, we still lived in a good, like, decently sized house though, so I mean, like, we weren't like dirt poor and like struggling, but my mom was like doing it all by herself and everything, so I mean, I was too little to understand. And then, like, when I was 5, my parents got married, and my dad adopted me and stuff, so then we moved in to live with him, and we lived in a log cabin, and it was huge and massive, and it was luxury, I would say. And we had, you know, 4-wheelers and trampoline, and, you know, we had animals and everything. So I mean, like, I had a pretty good childhood, I would say, but you know, I still got trauma.
We all
if
do.
we're making it a competition, I still got trauma.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I think it's literally the only time it becomes an issue is when, like, I think when it bothers me, I guess from a personal standpoint, is when, like, I guess if someone's talking about, like, oh, my parents, like, they'll have a lot of money, and then, like, they have, like, a nice, like, just think, just standard 2-floor, just suburbia house, just in, like, in white peopleville, and, like, just
Yeah.
nice little
White
house, like,
people
you,
feel.
you know that kid's got a Wii, like, like,
Yeah.
but it's just, like, I don't know, I think it only becomes an issue when they're talking about how horrible their life is, and, like, I've never straight up like just been like, yeah, my life was horrible, but like, yeah, I shared a bedroom with all 4 of my siblings. Yeah, like I shared one bathroom with my entire family. It's just like I think my like I was basically the parent because my parents worked all the time. And they're just like, yeah, my mom works a 9 to 5, and she's like president of the HOA, and my dad stays home. Like,
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
Like, I
no,
don't-
I guess I should preface with saying that post 7 years old, I was an only child. My sister passed away when I was 7, so
oh,
that
right,
also
right.
is like another like what's the word? Like prejudice? Is that the word? Privilege, that's the word that I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
like, of
Privilege
being
that
an
I
only
have is
child?
being an only child, and I
Oh.
was mega spoiled my whole life. But I'm grateful for it, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
not a bad thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It it genuinely is just like a perspective thing, and it's like,
Yeah.
you know, I think everybody like genuinely growing up, and then you see like your life, and like that's your normal, and then you
Right.
see other people's lives, and you're like, well, you know, I don't really think that like you have much room to like complain in some sense. Like if we're talking about like the person who's complaining about like, you know, they have their own room, and like they're complaining about like how their parents are, or like their family's poor because they don't get an allowance and stuff like that. Like
Right.
some people, like, allowance isn't even on a table, or they don't even know what that is. And so
Bro,
it's
I didn't
like-
get an allowance.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so it's
I
like-
was spoiled though, but I didn't get an allowance.
Yeah.
My
And
mom
it's
was like,
weird.
"Do the damn dishes, girl, and I'll get you something." Like, get
Yeah.
I'll give you something to cry about if you don't wash the goddamn dishes, boy. You don't get to eat tonight if you
Yeah.
don't wash
Yeah,
And
for the
it's-
most part, like to get the things that I wanted, like we'll set aside Christmas and like holidays, right? But like if
Yeah.
I like wanted something really bad, like really really bad, it took me like begging my mom for probably like 3 weeks, and then
Right.
like she would use like chores as like a way for me to quote unquote earn it. So
Yeah.
like, you know, I was spoiled. I got I got what I wanted, but I did have to work.
But you had
get
to
what I
work
wanted.
for it.
Yeah.
You didn't just
Yeah.
get it handed to you. And
Yeah.
I think that's a really big thing that, like, a lot of these kids nowadays definitely get shit handed to them. And I'm like, bro, did you have to pick up cigarette butts out in the yard? Like,
To get a cookie, like come on, bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
like, y'all don't even know. Like, bro, you got your iPhone taken away? Oh, shit. I had my door taken away, bro. We are not the same.
We are not,
We
the,
are
same.
not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it generally is like a perspective thing, and like I think that, you know, for those who have that different level of like punishment or different level of raising, just because of their like status, like economic status, I think it
Yeah.
genuinely is like they kind of do need to like recognize where they're coming from, and recognize that like some of the things that they do have in life are definitely of privilege, and then also like they're lucky to be in that situation, because there's a lot of people and a lot of kids who don't have good home situations,
Right.
or their family is struggling. And
Yeah.
like I come from, like, I'm the youngest, and
I'm
usually
You the baby.
yeah, I'm the
You're
baby.
spoiled one.
Yeah, so like, yeah, exactly. Technically, I'm the spoiled one. But to like give a little bit of context, my brother, he's like 11 years older than me.
Oh, wow.
And
You the baby.
yeah, like he's 11 years older than me, and then like to give some context, my parents immigrated from Mexico back in like
Okay.
back in the 90s, and they had to
Yeah.
basically restart their life because they couldn't
Jeez.
they couldn't like bring over their like doctor practice or the dental practice that my mom and dad had.
That's
So
crazy.
they had to restart life. And then sometimes, like, my brother will give me
Did
shit.
they have to like go to college again?
Yeah, like
Or,
did they
yeah.
have to recertify?
Yep.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Well,
Damn.
like it
That's
would have
crazy.
It would have taken way longer for them to go back to dental school, like because they would have had to go to college, dental school, and like med school and all that stuff again.
That's
That's
insane.
crazy.
So they had to do like a complete 180
Right.
and do different degrees. So they did. They both went back to school. They still ended up in the medical field, but definitely not what they would have, what they dreamed of being.
Yeah.
And so, like, my brother, like, he sometimes will be like, because he was growing up in that age where like he had a little bit of the taste of like being spoiled from when my parents were doctors and like dentists, and then he moved to the States, and then he had to like, it was like a complete flip where it was like he wasn't as spoiled as much and like and all that stuff. And then like sometimes he'll say like he'll like tell me, he's like, oh, you're just like spoiled, like you're so lucky. And I'm like, dude, like I don't understand like what you want me to do. Like are you just saying that like you wish mom and dad didn't make it in the States? Like, why are you hating?
It's such a weird perspective.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I'll speak from like the oldest perspective. It's like, now I never went from not poor like and then not poor again. It was literally like dirt poor. Like my parents lived with like they had like a bunch of roommates with their friends to we were homeless at one point, sleeping on my uncle's couch, and then we stayed in the house we were in, and then my dad had to go join the army because like my mom had 2 kids like 13 months apart, and so on and so forth. But it was like I never go to my siblings and I'm like, y'all are so spoiled. I think to myself, I do know that they are spoiled. I think the only time I get like annoyed is more so with they're like, mom and dad are they're so overbearing or like whatever. And like I think to myself, like, I dealt with dad when he was unmedicated bipolar and working. Yeah, I was like, bro, when he would like I witnessed him throw a kitten outside of the house and never saw the cat again. Like it was just like, it's stuff like that. And then like when your parents, like, at least mine, like acknowledge it. But it's like I would definitely get frustrated if like my older sibling would act that way, because it's like
Yeah,
you
it's
you don't know anything else, so it's like,
I mean, siblings, that's just kind of like how it goes, at least from what people tell me about having siblings. But, I think like even like what your brother was saying is probably just, just tooting your horn, pushing buttons,
he's probably
he's
probably just taking it out on you.
He definitely does, and I think some of it is definitely like fostered resentment. And I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, dude.
The
like,
response you would say is like, yeah, I know I'm spoiled, but like, I'm grateful. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because
I mean that's what I had to grow up saying, like, because I was the kid in my school who had the Wii, who had the Nintendos, who had the, the cool phone and everything like that. But it's like, yeah, my parents spoil me, but like, I am extremely blessed because of that. You know what I mean? Like, I understand the flip side of that. That's part of being humble. And I'm saying,
no,
you gotta be humble.
Like that's kind of like where I'm at. It's like, like, yeah, I'm spoiled, but it's like
we can't change the fact that we're spoiled.
It's like,
but we can be aware of it and be humble.
Like it's also just like in my case, it was like situational. It's like, parents had more money whenever I came into the world, and it's like they were more economically stable. And like, I mean, technically, like my brother was in the same situation when like that I was in, like even more so, because like my parents were rich back in Mexico, but
Right.
like
I think a
shit
really
happens.
cool. I think a really cool, and I say cool. It's like, I don't know. You could take it for what it is, but I think a really cool like perspective that I have is my boyfriend is child of 2 doctors and has 2 other siblings. He's the middle child. But you know, obviously they were mega spoiled. They got
Right.
stacks. So like, you know, meeting him and being with him and everything, and then finally moving in and living with him, like we've both come to realize like how different it is. And like I have habits to where like, you know, my parents weren't rich. Like,
Right.
you know, like they were able to get me things, but if I had siblings, they probably wouldn't be able to spoil all of us as much as they could have. But because I'm an only child, I was able to have things like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, him, like, I mean, his parents have sent 3 kids to college, like, and they're still fine, you know what I mean? You know,
I wish.
buy new cars,
Yeah.
Bro.
put all the money down for new cars, flat cash, like, that's...
Yeah.
And
That's
this
wild.
isn't like to come for them, right? It's like,
Right,
you know,
right.
you work hard, you earn your money, right? Like
Right.
they did the shit, you know, and they got their degrees, and they are very prestigious doctors in a very prestigious, like, you know, hospitals. And
Yeah.
so, you know, but like living with him, it's like I have like quote unquote like poorer-ish habits, you know what I mean? It's like he had bought like more expensive like branded foods or like
But not
things,
the great value
and I
shit.
would be like the cheaper one. Like he's definitely extremely frugal, and like when we go grocery shopping, he's like looking out for all the sales and everything.
Yeah,
but like if there's
right.
something specific that he wants, like we can take it aside and move to like electronics. This man will get the best electronic that he can get, and
Oof.
he'll try to like save money on buying it, but if it's not on sale and he actually wants it, like
You
he will
don't
get the
it.
best of the best. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm over here like, how can I get a webcam for $2 and just like set it up for
You're
a
like
cat
on
cam?
eBay, you're looking on
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace and shit. You're like, bro, I need help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when he first like was building my computer, like he asked me like how much I was gonna spend, and obviously like at that time I had no idea like anything about parts, so he just kind of like put together a list, and it like came out to like over $2,000, and I'm like, okay, whoa, buddy, like we're gonna have to do budget PC here. Like my parents cannot afford that.
No.
So
It's
just like stuff like that it's like, whoa, it's like, wow, we're 2 different sides of the coin.
It's
so together.
It's so genuinely interesting when it comes to like, I guess in this case it's like relationships, and like, you know, especially in like living together, whenever you like blend 2 worlds.
It's crazy, bro.
It really
blows
is.
my mind every day.
It really was.
For real.
And I didn't really like, unfortunately, like I was very immature at the time, and so like I think about it now, and it's like genuinely very interesting to see the meshing of the 2 worlds. Like I notice it now, and I didn't notice it then.
I was gonna say, you have roommates. I mean,
no, yeah,
you know.
I have roommates, but it's also like one different thing between like a significant other and a roommate. Like,
yeah, that's true. I guess
roommate,
So
like like roommates, like they're on their own. Like they're on their own, and yeah, there's like some pieces that like we like mesh in, I would say. But like when it comes to like a significant other or something like that and living with them, it's like a completely different ball game.
yeah,
And
that's
it's like,
valid.
I definitely feel a lot different from like my situation now, where I live with a couple of roommates, to when I was living with a significant other.
Right.
And it's like a completely different ball game. I definitely didn't. I appreciate that more now than I did back then, but you know,
Yeah.
you learn. You live and you learn.
It's even weirder when you're coming from like, see, like both me and my past partner, we both had like parents who had, you know, poor backgrounds or whatever, and we had the quote unquote struggle meals. But this man had like struggle meals. Like I had never heard of buttered noodles until I had gotten
You
with
haven't had
him.
butter noodles? Okay, I know about butter
No.
noodles.
I straight
I
up
fuck
it's like
butter
I've
noodles,
had
bro.
I've had fucking beans and hot dogs or whatever, or like
Hot dogs,
I don't
mac
know.
and cheese.
But it's like I've never had like that, and like I remember when we would first we got like this apartment we have now, and we were like coming up with dinners and stuff. I would make these meals, and he's like, I don't know if I'll like spaghetti because he had never had sauce, like stuff mixed together. And
Yeah.
I was like, we can have meals on a budget. We just gotta get creative and get the
Yeah.
great value shit.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
or just be or just be smart and just like
Yeah.
prep a lot, and so you have some over a while.
Leftovers are the
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Bro, let me put you on butter noodles though, James. If you haven't had it, you literally take egg noodles, like you can buy them in the bag. They're like $1, right? And then you
Oh my
stick that shit in a
God.
pot, you boil it, and then you drain it, and you stick like half a stick of butter in it,
Bam!
like half a stick of butter, and you let it all melt.
Bro.
Okay,
This is with like the whole bag of pasta. The bag is like probably like, I don't know, half a pound maybe. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
But
Okay, that makes
it's a
it a
whole
little bit
bag of
better,
pasta,
yeah.
right? And then you melt it with the thing,
Yeah.
and you put salt and pepper. Done.
That's
Bon
all.
apple petite, bro. It is.
Where's like the veggies? Where's
gas.
the seasoning?
Yeah.
It's gas, bro. It's gas.
There-
Listen, I
Ugh.
don't know. My mom made it for me all the time when I was little, so maybe that's like was her
Maybe
struggle
that's
meal.
why it's like a
but
comfort meal.
Yeah.
Like that definitely
It-
gives like comfort meal
Yeah.
vibes.
We would usually have it as a side most of the time, but some nights
Yeah.
I would be like, "Mom,
I just want
we
butter
finna
noodles.
fuck up the butter noodles, Mom. Like, we finna do this tonight. All right, let's do this."
Okay, we about
Like,
to
and then my
smash.
mom would just eat that.
Yeah.
Butter noodles about to have a circle indent
A
in
penis circle in them, like the peanut
Oh my
butter jar.
Your
That's
mom,
awesome.
the mom's just gonna open the like pot of peanut, not peanut, it's
Pasta.
Pot?
Pot.
I thought you said penis. I was like, hello.
just open up the pot of noodles and just see just the fucking hole in it.
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't have a penis though, so I don't know how that would work. But,
I-
you know.
I think
Hey, you get creative.
I think one thing that Cat,
Sorry.
so like me personally, like I like going out to eat, and this was like something that I picked up, I think out of just like during college,
Yeah.
and like, listen, you could buy food that personally, like if I took the time to learn and make, then I can make it at home. But like as far as I'm concerned, my ass is not doing that. At least not yet.
Right.
But like I like going out to eat, and so when I moved in with a previous significant other, they were not like a person who went out to eat and like did like they didn't eat. They ate on a budget, and then they were also vegetarian.
Yeah, I can relate to that. That's like the main difference between Nathan and I.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh wow.
we go out to eat a lot, and it's not like eating shit. Like, we go out to eat like good food,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah, and so it's like, you know, when like I personally like, especially me, like I personally take care of like food bills, so it's like if we're going out to eat, like it's my treat.
Right.
And so like I don't know, like it was new to her, and then like I also worked at a restaurant, so it was easy to like get free food.
Yeah.
And generally it's like one of the like pleasures of life, in my opinion, of just like going out to enjoy food. But like I
Yes.
said, it's like, you know, two different perspectives and two different worlds coming together, and it's like, you know, you let somebody like you let somebody in and then show them like what you do and like what your normal thing is, like what your normal habits are and what you do for like pleasures and stuff like that, and that's really interesting. And then there's like on the other side, it's like, you know, some days I'd come home and like she had like slices of fucking cheese and like a vegetarian hot dog on a plate, and that's it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what
Girl
the
dinner.
So a girl dinner moment.
Girl dinner.
And like sometimes,
Bro.
sometimes it wouldn't be heated up. Like the hot dog wouldn't even be heated up. It's just cold. And yeah.
Oh no, that's a red flag.
You're not homeless. Like at least
That's
heat
a red
up
flag,
the
bro.
up. At least heat up the goddamn hot dog.
It was
That's a red flag.
sometimes it was like that. I'm like,
That's
all right.
crazy.
Yeah, no, that's funny. I think the main thing, like at least for me and Nathan, is like Sarah and I, we didn't have anywhere to go out and eat. Like my
Yeah,
parents weren't
McDonald's.
gonna drive an hour for us to go somewhere and have good food. Like that's how it
Right.
was. Like we were literally in the middle of the sticks, bro. Like
Yeah.
there was nothing. When I say we had
Yeah.
to drive an hour for a Walmart, I'm not lying to you. Like
For real.
so we didn't really like have the opportunity, so that probably feeds into it. And like that's another thing is like Nathan grew up in St. Louis, like literally in the city, like
Right.
smack dab in the city, and I grew up in the sticks, and so it's like whoa, like that's a culture shock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
But-
and, like you get to experience restaurants that you like never experienced before, and then realize that like, holy shit, food outside is kind of goated.
Yeah,
It
like
really is. It's
Yeah.
super cool. I think the only thing I don't like about if like I'm not footing the bill and I'm going out to eat somewhere that's like, you know, not a cookie cutter small town Mexican restaurant, and I'll literally point at each thing and I'm like, is it okay if I get this? Is this too much? Is this okay? Is this okay?
I feel
'Cause
like I feel like you definitely like have to like get over that at some point, like especially if
I hope
somebody invites
so.
you out. Like
yeah.
if they're inviting you out, you don't gotta ask, bro. Like that's on them. It's their responsibility. They're
Yeah.
the ones that invited you out. Like if they're gonna have to pay $100, they're gonna have to pay $100.
Yeah,
Like, if you don't have the money, don't invite people out to eat. Like in
Yeah.
this day
Yeah.
and age, we know how expensive food is
Yeah.
nowadays.
Food-
Like it's 2024. Like come on,
food.
Dude,
if you're
that's why
inviting
when-
people out, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like when Jordan invited me and Jared out to eat. We didn't
oh
even.
yeah,
I
tell me
don't-
about that.
Yeah, we didn't go like anywhere, you know, crazy. We went to fucking B-Dubs or Buffalo Wild Wings for white people. But like
B-dubs
it was like
expensive.
and yeah, and it's like so I'm just like he's
But
like
he
"Oh, I'm
invited you guys,
drinking."
so you know
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
mentally prepared to pay the money to.
Yeah.
But
And-
like
get
my
you guys
first
food.
response was like, "Do you want us to split the bill?" You know,
And-
and he's like, "No, I invited you."
Genuinely, like genuinely, as somebody who foots the bill most of the time, like I usually am prepared to foot the bill regardless of how expensive it is. My only issue when it comes to footing the bill is when it's like it actually does get out of hand, and it's like
Sirloin
because
steak.
well no like if you're gonna have like if I'm inviting you out, and if you want to enjoy a dinner, enjoy your dinner, like enjoy it, like
Right.
order what you want. But like when it gets crazy is like you can order your meal, drinks, but if you're like ordering like a shit ton of stuff, then
Yeah.
it's like, because you know I'm footing the bill and you're purposely like running up the bill, then I'm like, okay,
Taking
well,
advantage of that.
I think
yeah.
most people just don't do that though.
Yeah, most
like,
people-
I feel like most
Yeah.
people consciously have the anxiety of, oh my god, like I can't have this person spend this much money. I think most people are wired that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then also like I think it just depends. Like there's a cap of people, right? So like if you're like going out with a shit ton of your friends, like I feel like the majority thought is like everybody's gonna like at least like foot some form of the bill. But if you're just
Yeah.
like taking out like a friend or two, like
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Like sometimes it genuinely is just like, you know, to be nice, and it also could be like spontaneous, because like I invited Murph out to lunch the other day, and like I was like, you know what, fuck it, like I'll pay for his bowl. Like I really don't
Sugar
mind.
daddy,
Like,
sugar daddy.
Like he definitely,
Yeah.
he definitely makes like double, triple what I
Murphy
make.
probably makes more than you, yeah.
Yeah, like he
well,
makes.
he's in the oil and gas industry.
Yeah, like
so-
well,
Oh,
okay, so
shit. Okay,
not
Daddy.
not double, probably like triple, quadruple what I make, but like
Listen, but
it's-
James whipped out that credit card, said, "I got you."
yeah, it's like it's just like, you know, sometimes it's just a gesture, and it's like, you know,
Right.
I got you, bro. Like you mean something to me.
Dap me
Yeah.
up, homie. We about to
Hey
eat.
James.
Yeah.
Hey James, it's easy to be gay in 2024.
It is. It
That's all
very
I'm
much
saying.
is.
It's easy
No,
to be
for
gay in
real.
2024.
It is.
If only Murphy wasn't taken.
Damn
Sad.
it.
It's okay.
Sad.
It's okay.
So let's sidetrack a little bit so we can end here shortly because we're a little over time. But I do have some funny videos that I want us to watch.
Yeah.
That I
Oh, hell
posted.
yes.
That I posted. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? Yeah. So the first one, they're both YouTube shorts. The first one on top of your GIF, James. Normally, whenever we react to stuff, we kind of just like pull it up ourselves and watch it. But
Okay.
oh fuck!
I'm gonna
Why
have
is it so
to.
loud?
I'm gonna
Ah,
have
my
to.
ears.
I'm gonna have to mute my desktop and then just overlay it. Yeah, so for a little second while I get this. Actually,
See, I love rodent animals.
It's been a while
I don't love this.
since they got lollipops.
If you turn off your desktop audio, it's not going to come through.
yeah, but we lose Sarah's audio and your audio.
That's fine. Sarah and I can be silent for a bit if you want to just grab the audio from the video.
Okay. Alright. Give me a second while I finagle this. Alright, let's see this. What the hell is this? Yo, aren't they like lemurs? Or like some subspecies? What? You said below? Oh, above. My
This mom
bad.
told her son to go to his room
What
and do
is
his
this? Hold
homework,
up.
but then she heard him whispering, asking their Alexa for the answers. And Alexa was even whispering back.
What is 97 minus 68? 97 minus 68 is 29.
Well, no. So it's so funny because that reminds me of this. I might have already like put this one up, but it's you could That's fair. Yeah, it'll no, so like if you whisper to Alexa, it'll recognize that you're whispering and then ask if you want it to go into whisper mode. Yeah.
Could you imagine if, like, Alexa called 911 and, like, the killer's, like, right outside your door and it said, "All right, I am calling 911, emergency
like-
services." And you're
that's
just
funny. Yeah, no. So the second one is just a cute little thing, and they're just little lemurs, and they just like little suckers,
Okay,
and I love them, and they like have stupid faces, and they're so cute.
That's Zaboomafoo, bro.
It's been a while since they got lollipops, but Maverick was giving me the eyes, so let's see if Lily will let me give him one.
Hi, is she in there? I see 3 hands. She's definitely.
Oh, hello. Great to see you. Hi.
Yo, they're just.
I mean, that was just too adorable.
That's so good.
What did you send, James?
That Alexa one.
What the fuck? I want you to fucking fart for me.
Hey Alexa, I want you to fucking fart for me.
I think you just whispered to me. From now on, when you whisper,
I will whisper back. Oh, you're
you can
dirty
always say,
bitch.
turn off whispering.
Oh my god, Alexa, fart for me. Okay, here's big fart. Oh shit. Oh. That was a deep one. Oh yeah. Shall I play another fart sound? Yeah, give me another one. Come on. Oh.
The second part was so nasty.
Never want to see that again.
That shit was so fucking
crazy.
funny.
Oh my god.
Alexa, I want
Well,
you to
we've been
fucking
going
fart
for how long? How long have we been going for?
About an hour.
An hour and 15. I think that's a good place to call it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sarah, for joining us today as our first guest.
Thank you for having me.
Yar yar.
You're.
Alright,
You'll
guys.
totally
Well,
see
make
me.
sure that you like, subscribe, comment, do all the things and all the loves. And we'll probably have Sarah's socials down in the description if she wants that.
Yeah,
if you
totally.
do. So, go check her out too.
We'll have her socials. We'll have her social security. We'll have her address.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
have
if you
the
want to,
whole
honestly,
nine.
I'll put my routing number because if you want the 2 cents that's in my bank account, you are more than welcome to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see me in their videos. I'm usually the one that's screaming bloody murder.
Yeah, we play games together and stuff too. So she's around on my videos and such. So
yes.
Yeah. But anyway,
You're
we shall see you guys in the next one.
in the next
Bye.
one. Bye.
You and me, we sometimes make people mad. Oh yeah, we do. Oh yeah, we do. You and me, we sometimes make people mad. Oh yeah, we do.
I know that makes you real mad, don't it?